Adam Scott should have been an indicator of the kind of movie this was going to be. The tone was set up pretty much from the go. Was not what I expected, but I had a good time. Hello, everyone. My name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie The Monkey, written and directed by Osgood Perkins. This movie is based on a short story by Stephen King about brothers who find a wind up monkey that causes havoc, specifically killing people. And years later, they find out that the monkey is back at its antics, so they return to their hometown and try to figure out what's going on. Even with the relatively joyful trailer, I was not expecting this movie to be a comedy horror, and that's pretty much what it is, with moments that are much more comedy than horror. Some could probably argue that this is just a comedy with some horror elements or just blood. This movie does have moments that are very gory or just bloody, and so there is that if you are squeamish. Following up Longlegs, which was one of my top 5 favorite movies of 2024, Perkins did quite a shift, but still demonstrates some range. Perkins stays within the horror genre, but shifts the tone a bit, is more joyful, more playful, more ridiculous, more surreal. And I appreciate that Perkins commits to this silliness of this world and commits to this world that can be a bit much. The violence can be horrifying as well as very comedic, hilarious, and shocking. Like the amount of times my jaw dropped when something happened because it was not only shocking, like, oh my gosh, this happened, but also pretty funny. We have Theo James here, who to me looks more like Dave Franco's older brother than his actual older brother, is pretty good, entertaining, and he really takes the helm after we get the first third of the movie being dedicated to the brothers as children, which was probably my favorite part of the movie. We spend the second third really just putting the pieces into play. It was still a good time, but you could tell just we're setting up for what will be the conclusion, which it clearly sounds like, hey, of course. But I feel that the second third is where the story really starts. Some of the writing feels stiff, but I think some of it may be intentional. It is still fun, entertaining. I had a good time. I think some people may not be really into this kind of storytelling just because maybe it's not what they expect going in, and the tone can be a bit ridiculous. I think Perkins struggles with concluding this movie, and so the ending was just eh. And it does try to present a theme and message that I don't think was necessary, because it was still a good time, and I don't think we always need to have that. I mean, we're here first and foremost to be entertained and to escape our reality. Until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, make sure you check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.